Hey YouTube, in this video, we're going to be talking about what your prescription means. Plus, minus, that second number after the little minus or plus symbol, and even what your reading glasses look like up close. So stay tuned and let's dive in. Okay, so you have your glasses picked out. You have your contact lenses ordered, and you even have your reading glasses picked out of a magnitude of power, like plus 2.5, 2.75, 1.5. What if you're nearsighted and you're minus 3.5, minus 2? What does all that mean? So your prescription, when it's written for glasses, contact lenses, or even if you pick up some over-the-counter reading glasses, the terminology we like to use to describe this is called a diopter. A diopter is a unit of measurement of the refractive power of lenses equal to the reciprocal of the focal length in meters. So a diopter is the number that describes the magnitude of the strength of the amount of farsightedness, nearsightedness, up close reading power for your bifocals, reading glasses, progressives, trifocals. So think of it like this. Take 1 divided by 3. What does that give you? 0.3 repeating? That's roughly the focal point at which someone can see within. So think of this in centimeters at first. If someone is a minus 3, for example, well, if you technically take 1 divided by 3, they should be able to only see within 33 centimeters of what's in front of them. Anything beyond that focal point is going to be considered very blurry for them. What if someone is on the other end of the prescription spectrum as a plus 3? Technically, they should be able to see further beyond 33 centimeters, but anything closer than 33 centimeters is going to be a lot of taxing, focusing, accommodation on their eyes and their brain's focusing system. Now, what about astigmatism? Astigmatism is a second number after the first number of your prescription. So let's call it plus 2 minus 1 x 90, or we call it axis 90 typically. What does that mean? The first number, known as the spherical component, describes where the axis of astigmatism is at. So the first number, let's take plus 2 minus 1 axis 90. The plus 2 indicates where the spherical meridian of the most far-sighted prescription is going to be at. The second number describes the magnitude of the astigmatism. You can have minus astigmatism or plus astigmatism depending on how your doctor writes the prescription as well. There's nothing wrong with either one. It's just a matter of us taking a conversion formula to figure out where the magnitude is at and where it's located at. And if you want to know more about astigmatism, go back and watch the astigmatism video we did previously. But that's what those numbers refer to. So, plus is farsightedness, minus is nearsightedness. The second number is always astigmatism. Now, what about reading glasses and progressives and your bifocal reading power up close? It's a very similar principle, except it's an increase in magnitude to bring the light more onto the focal point of your macula, the back of the eyeball. So when you have a plus 2 reader, if you're presbyopic, usually over the age of 40 or 50 or so, or around that, give or take, let's say you're using a plus 2 reader or have a plus 2 progressive. Well, your focal distance should be pretty good within about 50 centimeters. How did I get there? 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, which is roughly about 50 centimeters, give or take. What if someone is plus or minus 1? What's 1 divided by 1? 1, right? So that's 1 meter exactly. If it's a higher magnitude, it brings it in closer and you convert it to centimeters at this point. That's mostly what your prescription numbers mean. Let's do one more in this case. What if someone is a plus 2, minus 2, axis 180? What does that mean? That means that someone has farsightedness plus astigmatism. The farsightedness means that they should be able to see greater than 50 centimeters. Like, take a point 50 centimeters in front of them, they should be able to see further away than that. But the astigmatism brings that in closer a little bit. That's what that means, and that's what your prescription can mean. So it's kind of fun to do the math and see how the numbers work out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell for notifications. And if you have further topics you'd like for us to see covered in these videos, drop it in the comments below. I'm Dr. Bryce Heffington, and we'll see you next time.